Welcome to Holy Heroes Lenten Adventure. I'm Margaret, one of your guides. This Sunday is Laetare Sunday, so the priest wears robes. One of the reasons that the church gives us a Laetare Sunday is to remind us that we are more than halfway through Lent. We can see the light of Easter at the end of the Lenten tunnel. It is also a time when we should check and see how we're doing with the Lenten sacrifices and penances. Here's our sacrifice bean jar. We've been putting a bean in each time we made a sacrifice. And here's our crown of thorns. We've been pulling out toothpicks and they're almost all gone. The video today is on the gospel that you will hear at Holy Mass on Sunday. This Sunday, the gospel is about the prodigal son.
A man had 2 sons, and the younger son said to his father, "Father, give me the share of your estate that should come to me." So the father divided the property between them. After a few days, the younger son collected all his belongings and set off to a distant country, where he squandered all his inheritance. When he had freely spent everything, a severe famine struck that country, and he found himself in dire need. So he hired himself out to one of the local citizens, who sent him to his farm to tend the swine. And he longed to eat his fill of the pods on which the swine fed, but nobody gave him any. The son thought, "How many of my father's hired workers have more than enough food to eat, but here am I, dying from hunger. I shall get up and go to my father, and I shall say to him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I no longer deserve to be called your son. Treat me as you would treat one of your hired workers.'" So he got up and went back to his father. While he was still a long way off, his father caught sight of him, and ran to his son, embraced him, and kissed him. His son said to him, "Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I no longer deserve to be called your son." But his father ordered his servants, "Quickly, bring the finest robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Take the fattened calf and slaughter it. Then let us celebrate with a feast, because this son of mine was dead and has come to life again. He was lost and has been found." Then the celebration began. Now the older son had been out in the field, and on his way back he heard the sound of music and dancing. He called one of the servants and asked what this might mean. The servant said to him, "Your brother has returned, and your father has slaughtered the fattened calf because he has him back safe and sound." The older brother became angry, and when he refused to enter the house, his father came out and pleaded with him. He said to his father in reply, "Look, all these years I served you, and not once did I disobey your orders. Yet you never gave me even a young goat to feast on with my friends. But when your son returns, who swallowed up your property, for him you slaughter the fattened calf." His father said to him, "My son, you are here with me always. Everything I have is yours. But now we must celebrate and rejoice, because your brother was dead and has come to life again. He was lost and has been found."
Just as the prodigal son in the gospel story is welcomed home by his father, we are also welcomed home by God when we turn away from sin and turn back to Him. And that is what we are trying to do during Lent, to strengthen ourselves to turn away from sin and turn back to God. Well, that's all for now. See you next time here on Holy Heroes Lenten Adventure. Bye!